Child, honey, I got so much to learn, but this was awesome to see the quality of production that actually can be had without having a TV studio or something like that, right? Like for me, I'm like, how can I get something that's high quality from this spot that I'm sitting right here, which is my office, and make it look good, sound good, and the quality be like studio quality. So I am thoroughly impressed, hands down.
I got to tell you, there are a lot of people who talk about how JP puts things together and they look so slick and polished. What I'm also really impressed by, even beyond the things that you may see, is on the outside is the stuff that is happening behind the scenes, because the systems and the processes, all the stuff, the machinery that JP's got in place, man knows his stuff. So super impressive, and it's really a privilege to be here and be part of it.
What you have is a glimpse into the future of content. If you're watching this like on your TV right now, think about what you just saw. If you're watching this on your phone, think about all the elements. What's so different between what he has here right now, the Content Creation University and on the show, and what you watch on Apple, what you watch on Netflix? Nothing, right? I am amazed, number one, at your excellence. Like the ability to be able to take a simple sponsor like VPN and turn it into a real commercial. I'm sorry, that's something big. The ability to be able to build what you built. And he's just getting started. This isn't like, right. Something, it's like this is just getting started. So it's just like, between you, your team, and just the ability to be able to take these things and then be able to infuse a conversation, with high-level entrepreneurs, with different people who have ideas, thought leaders, I think, and give people something of value that they walk away with. It's hard to pull off, y'all. He makes this stuff look easy. It's not easy. But the greatest part is that's why this platform exists. So if you're not subscribed, if you're not tuned in, you're not collapsing time. One of the greatest things you could ever do is listen to people who are already doing it and done it, so that way you can collapse. I mean, you don't have to make the same mistakes they did.
One of the reasons why you are not successful in business is because of this, the game. See, you can be the most talented YouTuber, photographer, videographer, graphic designer, coach, author, you name it. You can be the most talented basketball player in your neighborhood. But in order for you to join the big boys, the NBA, you need to understand how the game is played. See, in order for you to understand or learn the rules of the game, you need somebody that has played there before. Somebody that have learned and mastered the rules of the game to teach you that. And once you learn that, you will be able to be drafted. And here's what happens. After you drafted, you will get a coach that's gonna keep your amazing talent in check. See, you cannot just get on the field and do whatever you wanna do. Here's the sad reality. Talent alone is not enough for you to be successful in business. Having all the amazing equipment that you need to get the job done is still not enough for you to be successful. Now, when I say successful, I mean being able to consistently land premium clients. That's why I decided to create Content Creators University. Who am I? My name is JP Hightek. I am a global branding expert. I am also the founder and CEO of a media agency called Perfect Zone Productions. As a matter of fact, you are in one of my studios right now.
Hey, it's Tanya Smith here of Get Noticed with Video and Stream Like a Boss TV.
Hey everybody, my name is Michelle Singh. I'm from Miami, Florida, and I have an educational consulting firm.
Hey you guys, James Hicks here from Hicks New Media.
JP has an incredible presence. You know, when I go and I look people up and try to find out more about them, everything was stellar. Anything that you could find about JP showed that he was an upstanding gentleman, that he delivered amazing and beautiful visual presence, that he tells the truth and he is authentic and genuine. And all of those things made me say, yes, absolutely.
I just worked with JP Hightek from Perfect Zone Productions, and we spent the entire day together doing photos and video shoots for my rebranding of my company. And when I tell you the entire experience was amazing, it was amazing.
Right, I had the privilege of working with JP on some brand and media assets that I wanted worked on within my studio, and everything from the initial conversation to the planning discussions to the constructive feedback and criticism that I was given from him was absolutely spot on.
I was all on it because I believed in him and I could see what he was capable of doing through the lens of others who have been on the internet that have been impacted by him and his truth. So I actually became a client of JP because he gave me truth. He said, you know what, I like your live stream. I enjoy the content. But the presence, what you're putting out there in terms of the professionalism of your live stream needs to match the level of the excellence of content that you're delivering. And when he said this, I paused for a minute and I thought, he's so right. So what did I do? I asked, can you help me? Can you and your team help me? And JP and his team created the most beautiful graphics. They were perfectly branded for me, for what I wanted to do with Stream Like a Boss. I find myself using them consistently and regularly in almost every live stream show that I do, and I often get compliments and people DMing and asking, who did your graphics? Who put that together?
This is me before JP. And this is me after JP. Do I look awesome or what? I finally have correct colors. I'm human. Yes, I am human. I have the correct colors in the background, my regular purples that I can see with them. You know, I can see the purples. I can see the purples. So I'm really happy, JP, for you putting this together for me, this custom LUT. It took about 48 hours and it was really amazing customer service. So go ahead and get yours. This is Dr. Elo out.
And I thank him, I thank his team for what they've provided me. I definitely look forward to working more and closely with them in the future as my needs evolve. So I really just wanted to tell folks, if you're looking for someone to help you design, build either a website, media kit, some type of branding materials, definitely check out my man JP Hightek and his team. Appreciate you, man.
So if you're looking for photos, rebranding, video, commercials, anything I guess related to that media aspect and branding aspect of your company, I highly recommend Perfect Zone Productions. Not only did they provide the environment and the space for me to get the images and the videos that I needed done, but everything even down to the outfits and even down to the makeup was a part of the experience. And so if you're looking for somebody to just do it all for you and your company, as far as branding, Perfect Zone Productions, JP Hightek, that's who you need to contact.
We have the talent already. We have the motivation already. We have maybe the equipment that we need already. What else is there? Come and learn with me. Let me teach you the rules, the things that I had to learn to take my business to 6 figures. The day my company made $100,000, I understood how to apply those things. And once you learn how to apply those rules, you can 10x that. Now I'm able to take my podcast, Content Creators University, and I was able to land so many clients that last year, in a matter of 4 to 5 months, I was able to make the same 6 figures. You can do the same thing too. This is not rocket science. You just need to learn. Now, I'm gonna be real with you. This takes a lot of work. Nobody's gonna do it for you. You must be willing to do the job. See, here's the deal. Entrepreneurship means that you are willing to be working when everybody else is asleep. You're willing to put in 60, 70, 80 hours a week. Today, now is the time to put in the hard work. Work like none other so that later you can leave like none other. So, if you're willing to put in the work, if you're willing to learn and apply, if you're willing to go through the courses, master classes, conference replays, material. Hey family, guess what? The Content Creators University is a show that airs every single week, but I want to connect with you. I want you to go ahead and download my mobile application. If you have an iPhone, go ahead and download my app called JP Hightek TV right now onto your phone. If you have a TV, a smart TV, my app is also available on your Roku TV, right? Go ahead and download JP Hightek TV on your Roku TV or your Amazon Fire TV right now, and let's connect together, right? I want you to grow with me. I want us to grow together. If you love podcasts, I'm also happy to tell you that the Content Creators University is available syndicated across every podcast platform. Apple Podcasts, Audible, Google Podcasts, you name it, we are there. Spotify and all of that. Go ahead and download it, listen to it, and do me a favor. If you appreciate what we're doing, go ahead and put it in the comment section. Leave me a review on any of those podcast platform or mobile application platform. Let me know if any of the hard work that we're putting into this community, this broadcast, this podcast is helping you. If you appreciate all the amazing guests that we're bringing onto the platform to share their expertise with you. This is a lot of work, family, and I'm doing all this in order for you to be able to grow your business the right way, leveraging content creation. Thanks so much, and if you appreciate what we do, go ahead as well subscribe to the YouTube channel JP Hightek Reviews. Follow me personally if you want to connect with me on all social media, and the handle is @JP Hightek. I love connecting. Like I always say, network is the new currency. So I want to see you online, I want to connect with you, and I want to hear from you. Let's grow together. Be safe, like I always say. See you next time. Shalom. Peace.
All right. Welcome to another episode of the Content Creators University family. I'm excited. So excited every single time we have another opportunity to learn together. Yes, and we have another opportunity. We have another special guest with us today that's about to drop on us a lot of knowledge. You guys know what we do here. If you're new, well, allow me to introduce myself. My name is JP Hightek. I am your humble servant. I am a global branding expert, and what I do is help small businesses, entities, entrepreneurs, right, and organizations build a premium brand, right, by leveraging technology and content creation to do that. And this is the Content Creators University. Our motto here is create, impact, and innovate, right? And so this is what we do. I always say the day you stop learning, you stop growing. And so here we're always looking at ways to learn, right? Ways to really level up the things that we do so that we can be on top, of the conversation. Guess what? You can be the smartest person in the room in 2022 and in 2023, not so much. Why? Because you never stop learning. And technology is a platform that always evolves, always grows. Something new is there, right, for us to master. And so this is what we do here. So if you're looking for ways to really grow, right, your small business as a content creation, that's what we do here. Content Creators University is all about helping you master the business side of creating content, right? Yeah, there's a business side of it. And if you truly want to go full time with it, well, you need to master how to do that. And so that's what we do here. I want to welcome you. And if you're looking at this right now, you're watching this on whether social media, we're on a lot of platforms, right? If you're watching and you're like, yo, I really appreciate that. Well, we appreciate you too. What you want to do is go ahead and smack the subscribe button here on YouTube. Come find us on YouTube, which is JP Hightek Reviews, right? Smack that. Turn on the bell icon. And of course, like this video if you like what you see. We'll highly appreciate it. And of course, we do have some things that we do here. First thing is we want to talk about the news, what's new in the Content Creators University. We do have some sponsors that we need to, shout out. And right after that, we'll be bringing our guests here to talk about a topic that I know is dear to your heart if you're a creator. So let's go ahead and talk about the sponsors right after this. Stay with me, family. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This is Todd.
Hi.
This is Todd's mom.
Hi.
In a moment, Todd's mom will read her son's internet browsing history.
What?
Aloud, please.
No.
Supermodels on trampolines.com. Why don't girls like me? How to overcome an overbearing mother.
Okay, cut.
If you wouldn't want mom looking through your web history, why would you let hackers, ad companies, or your internet and cellular provider do the same thing?
Why does my junk burn?
They can track and record everything you do online, but not if you have ExpressVPN.
Why did you buy a $200 ninja outfit?
For fighting.
ExpressVPN apps keep your activity and identity private while you browse, stream, email, or download. Protect all of your devices with just one click.
Are my hands small?
Okay, I'm done. You guys are all terrible people.
ExpressVPN. Take back your privacy today.
Ooh.
All right, family, let's go ahead and talk about the news right here. I have a lot of news for you guys to go ahead and jump into this right now. For the folks that know, we just finished our conference, our yearly conference, Creators Unleashed Act 2, and we had 10 amazing speakers. Guess what? The replay is now available. I repeat, the replay for the conference is now available. Go ahead and grab yourself your replay today. And we have amazing goodies that are following the replay that I know you guys will appreciate. Now, before I tell you guys anything about this, for the folks that are watching this on Amazon, know that we are live on Amazon Live. Family, go ahead and follow us on Amazon. And shout out to the folks that are watching us on Amazon Live right now, which is amazon.com/live/JP Hightek. All right. So what you want to do is go right now to contentcreatorsuniversity.com/conference, contentcreatorsuniversity.com/conference, and get all the tools you need on how to grow your business leveraging content creation. And right now, we are offering a 40% discount. Family, go ahead and grab this right now because we have a lot to cover in here. And this is giving you access to not just the replay, but our entire library of premium content, courses, master classes, conference replays. I mean, you name it, we have it. And what you will learn are the power of content marketing strategy, the power of building a successful community, creating a business with your content, right? How to drive business engagement with live video, how to position yourself as an expert, knowing your worth as an influencer. Very important. And making money with your premium brand, how to grow your business with your story, right? Your brand matters. Visualization with your brand, right? Using your garment as a strategy of impact, right? Ways to overcome failure mindset, how to develop an engaging brand with video, and so much more. Complete pro Zoom video checklist. I mean, you name it, family, is right there. Again, go to contentcreatorsuniversity.com/conference and go ahead and grab your access today. And this is a special super holiday sale that we're offering to you guys. Now, if you didn't know, family, we do have our own private community, which is called Content Creators University. And this is not a private Facebook group, family. This is a true social private community of like-minded thinkers, small business owners, people like you and I that are trying to truly do something, right? As you guys know, the definition of insanity is trying to do the same thing and expecting a different result. So if you've been trying certain things is not working, maybe you want to try something different, come and join our community today. You can join this community for free, right? All you have to do is go to contentcreatorsuniversity.com. I repeat, contentcreatorsuniversity.com. Come on over and let's grow together. Let's really master this thing and go to the next level together, right? As creators and small business owners, this is it, all right? Again, the website is contentcreatorsuniversity.com. Now, I want to go ahead and give a shout out to one of our sponsors on this platform. You heard it earlier, and that is ExpressVPN, right? ExpressVPN, shout out to you guys. Thank you for giving us your support here. on season 4 of the Content Creators University, and you can get 3 months today by going to expressvpn.com/JP Hightek, right? expressvpn.com/JP Hightek. Go ahead and grab yourself free 3 months with a 12-month subscription. Family, if you know anything about VPN, a virtual private network, you know you got to protect your digital assets, right? And that is one of the best ways to do that, especially that today in a quote unquote post-COVID world, most people are spending most of their time online, right? You work online, you do what we're doing right now online, interviews and a whole bunch of stuff online. You want to protect your investment, right? Against any potential leak or exposing your personal information and things like that to the web. You don't want to do that. Another shout out to Ecamm Live, and that's what I'm using right now. If you're watching this, that's my encoder that I'm using. You're like, hey, I love the way he's showing up. Well, we're using Ecamm Live, and you can get yourself a free 15-day trial right now by going to bit.ly/Ecamm Live free. I repeat, bit.ly/Ecamm Live free. 15-day free trial. No strings attached, just to let you guys know, is only available on Mac for the Mac users. Well, if you're a PC, don't hate on it, right? Don't hate, all right? All right, family, go ahead and grab yourself a free trial. You will not regret it. If you want to broadcast like a pro, well, Ecamm Live is one of those few softwares that allows you to do that. So go ahead and try it out today. You will not regret it. Now, finally, for the folks that are like, yo, JP's talking about being available on Roku TV. Yes, we do have our Roku TV application. And for the folks that are like, how is it doing this? Well, hey, the solution is called RTN Streams, right? If you want to have your own Roku TV application as well, go to rtnstreams.com today. They're sponsors on this platform. Literally, if you know how to use YouTube, if you know how to upload a video to YouTube, you know how to use this platform. And yes, we are simultaneously live right now. Shout out to the folks that are watching us every single week in your home, in your living room. You grab some popcorn, you're chilling, you're watching us. Thank you. JP Hightek says, thank you. I appreciate you guys welcoming us. And if you didn't know, go ahead and download the application. The name is JP Hightek TV, family. Download my TV application right now. We're also available on Amazon Fire TV using the same solution by RTN Streams, family. Amazing stuff. So talking about leveling up, right? Separating yourself from the competition, doing things that the average person is not doing, understanding that when you're on TV, it's not just a podcast anymore. It becomes a TV broadcast. So if you know anything about having brand deals, those are the type of things you want to leverage. So those brands value the things you're bringing to the table, not just looking at the number of views, because those, well, doesn't necessarily translate to being successful, right? So let me stop right there. There's so much we can say about that. Again, rtnstreams.com is the solution to go check out. All right, family. So this brings us to the end of the news. Of course, I can't leave without telling you, if you want to connect with me personally, it's very simple. Just go to my website, and that is jphightek.com. I repeat, jphightek.com. Go ahead and book your time on my calendar. If you're like, yo, I want to level up my branding, I really need help, showing up in a certain way, impacting the world, leveraging live video, photography, videography, graphic design, web design, content creation, right? Those things is what we do, just like we've done for several other clients. We can help you out. Again, jphightek.com. If you're listening to the podcast, it's jphightek.com is the place to go. Now, enough about all this. We have a special guest backstage, and I'm excited about this guest. His name is Ken Branson. Now, if you didn't know, you should have known, because Ken is a published photographer and documentary filmmaker, and he is a 13 times convicted felon. And guess what? That did not stop him from being successful. We're about to learn from him today. He has earned millions of dollars from visual storytelling after starting a business from the basement of his church, family. Whoo! You heard that? He started a business from the basement of his church, making millions of dollars, family. Some of his clients include Google, Cisco, host of national and international organizations, churches, colleges, and universities. From the basement of his church, family. Through therapy and the journey of self-awareness, Ken learned that the negative drama he attracted in life could be redirected, right, into a healthier and profitable form of drama, calling aka storytelling. This basement level strength is continually being refined every day as Ken makes a full-time living helping businesses and organizations get their messages out through effective storytelling. And you guys know, If you want to impact with a premium brand, you need to understand how to tell your story the right way. And it's not every part of your story you should be telling people. Well, today we're talking about artificial intelligence. We've seen Lensa AI, everybody jumping on having their avatar created. Well, is that a threat to the creator economy? Is that a threat to small business owners? Well, we're about to talk about that right after this intro. Stay with me, family. It's about to be good. We'll be right back. All right. Hey, man, welcome to the show, Ken. How you doing today?
Man, I'm living a dream, bro. I appreciate the opportunity.
Absolutely. First and foremost, man, we want to thank you. Thank you for agreeing to come on the show, making the time to really come and teach us. We always say every guest is a professor. So Professor Branson in the place, in the house tonight. All right, man. Folks are like, JP's excited. We want to learn to know him. Go ahead and take a minute, man. Introduce yourself to the folks that are discovering you for the first time.
Man, listen, again, I'm Ken Branson here from Mastermind Productions, also Basement to Balcony. You heard it all in the introduction. I don't want to go back, or in the bio, actually. I don't want to go back through all of it. Listen, but I'm just excited to provide a solution for my audience, right? Filmmaking, storytelling, photography, like you name it. You know what I mean? It just started from the basement of my church there in 2007. And hey, listen, we just been keeping it like trucking ever since, bro. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. Absolutely, man. And you've been doing it right, brother, which is why we invited you here today, because you do have a lot of value to add to the conversation, especially, in regards to the topic we're about to talk about. But before we get into the nitty and gritty, we have a unique way of trying to learn more about our guests, an orthodox way. And the first question I have for you will be, Ken, if you were a superhero, who will it be and why?
That's a good question, man. I had to think long and hard about this because I grew up looking at Inspector Gadget and Ninja Turtles, you feel me, and in Living Color and Martin, right? So I ain't never been a real superhero guy. But if I had to pick a superhero, JP, it'll be MacGyver. You ever heard of MacGyver?
Oh, snap.
Come on, man. He was my hero, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? I love the fact that he could really take anything and make anything happen, right? So if I had to pick a superhero, that's who he'd be.
Man, I love that. You can make anything happen out of anything, any situation. I mean, you can adapt and you can, like a chameleon, you can really change the trajectory of your life. You're not there crying or saying it's done, I have no opportunity, but you create your own opportunity, which is amazing. Shout out to the folks that are joining us in the comment section, family. Welcome to the show. I want to thank you guys. Hey, Don Leon, what's good? Thanks for being here. We appreciate your presence. Hey, Cree, what's good, family? What's good? If you have a question for our guests, go ahead and put it in the comment section as we're continuing the conversation here. It will be really, really cool. Now, my next fun question for you, Ken, will be, if you had a chance to give one major piece of advice to yourself when you were 20 years old, what will it be and why?
Yeah, simply put, man, I think that thing would be fail fast, right? Early on in business, I remember being a jack of all trades and like the master of none. But if I can go back, I would do more. I would do more things, and I would do it faster, and not even worry about the results, right? Because as a result of all of that, I'm able to be where I am today. You know what I mean?
Fail fast, he said. This is the first time any guest is saying that, right? Fail fast. Why? I want to elaborate on that. Why is it so important to fail fast?
I think oftentimes, man, we've been groomed to just be perfect, get everything right the first time we do it. And truthfully, bro, like we ain't perfect, and we ain't gonna get it right. I've been doing this thing 15 years in business, and I still make mistakes. And at the end of the day, it's about like learning from that mistake that I made. So If you don't make mistakes, if you walk around on eggshells, you'll never be able to learn from the mistakes and implement the lesson that you got from it to become better.
And see, that's one of the mottos that we have here. The day you stop learning, you stop growing.
That's it.
Meaning, how do you learn from mistakes, right? You fail. What made you fall? What was the thing that you missed? And how can you learn from that? So next time you can overcome the obstacle. Man, this is fire. This is fire, man. I mean, I love it. Now let's go ahead and, dive into it. Your amazing bio, Ken, tells us that, you're a published photographer, documentary filmmaker, and, even though you're an ex-convict, right? You're making millions of dollars. I mean, how did you do this? How did you achieve this? What's your secret?
That's a good question. First thing I want to start with is the millions of dollars, right? A lot of people, I catch a lot of flack over it, bro. Like, why you always leading with how much money you make? When I first got convicted, it was like the only jobs that I could really get was like McDonald's or Waffle House. And truth be told, bro, some of them wasn't even really hiring somebody who stole money from ATMs, right? That's my background. That's my story. So I joined some multi-level marketing. You know what I mean? A lot of people know them as like pyramid schemes or whatever fancy name they came up with them. But one of the things I noticed that every time some of my leaders would come across the stage, bro, nobody would ever show me no checks. Nobody would ever show me no check stubs, no direct deposits. You know what I mean? We got people coming across the stage. I made 50,000 this week, 100,000 this week. So we can stay inspired. And I'm just like, when I do reach a level of significant income, I'm going to be transparent. I'm going to divulge it. Right. But nevertheless, I joined the Marine Corps back in 2002. And I was a communication electronics technician. So it's a fancy word for I worked on radios and satellites, right, that they communicated with during combat. So when I got out of the Marine Corps as a reservist, I got a job servicing ATM machines or ATMs as a communication, like electronics technician. That was the civilian equivalency. So I was 20 years old, bro. Right. So looking at $250,000, 8, 9, 10 times a day of cold cash, like cold $20 bills at 20 years old. You know what I mean? $250,000 at 20 years old, 8, 9, 10 times a day. It's like it became a little tempting, right? We'll get a little pinch here and a pinch there. Those pinches ended up costing me about $40,000 and some prison time. You feel me, bro? So I really had to. One of the things my mom always told me: if you make your bed hard, you got to sleep in it, right? So I had to sleep in a hard bed for a long time until I realized, like, listen, I got to take this thing and do something with it, because if I don't, I'm going to end up back in prison again, which is the recidivism rate is 80 to 90% of people who go to prison or jail the first time, they're going to come back. That's recidivism, right? So I was determined that, listen, I do not want to become another statistic, right? So I really just need to do something with this thing. At the time, 2007, like I said, my former pastor invited me to a training down in the basement of the church. Shout out Grace Church of Durham and Dr. Kedrick T. Lowry and my mentor, Tony Davis, right? He came and did a training down at the bottom in the basement of the church, man. And listen, he taught us how to broadcast. Actually, we was recording a sermon at the time, and we were broadcasting on public access television. So at that moment was when I learned how to edit videos right there in the basement of the church. Listen, hey, JP, my first YouTube video is still on my channel, man. 15 years ago, bro. It's the very first video on there. It's horrible. But you know what? I will not remove it, fam, because it reminds me from humble beginnings right there. I taught myself how to edit videos in the basement of the church, 6 days from not knowing anything about video production to the video that you see on my channel 15 years ago, 2007 is the one I had created. So, and listen, that's where it all started at, man. My pastor had released me to go help other churches build their video ministries. Then we started filming weddings. Then I started doing sports action photography, where I was able to make money hand over fist by taking pictures of kids playing basketball, printing them out on site. That turned into photo stations. Then that turned into more wedding films, and then storytelling. And as you see, it progressed as time has transpired,
passed,
right? Passed, yeah. So and here I am today, man. 15 years later, just waking up every single day, putting one foot in front of the other, my bro.
Man, your story is so inspiring.
Thank you, bro.
It's so inspiring that I love it because, like you said, you could have easily become a statistics.
Yeah.
You could have easily became what they thought you would become, right?
100%.
But no, you changed the trajectory of your story. You literally are making an impact today. And so here's where we are today. You know, we're learning from your expertise and from your background, you know, because there's a lot of folks that will say that they do similar things that you're doing. They do video production, they do, you know, they're in the media creative world, but they're not making millions of dollars. They're not making hundreds of thousands. They're not even making 50,000 a year. Well, what's the problem, they'll say, right? We're about to talk about that because today, you know, here we are. We have the AI, right? Lensa AI. And you posted something that actually caused us to be here today, and actually have it here. I wanted to, you know, bring that up so that we can dive into the conversation, because what you said was so real and so raw that we need to look at it. So on December 8th, you posted, y'all helped Lensa make over 22 million this week from word of mouth marketing. Now help small business owners hit that 22 million, which is real. And in the comment section, which is what really touched me, you said the message should be for small business owners to learn what it takes to create a product service excellent enough where millions of people market and advertise for them. So many of us are lazy and always looking for a handout just because we have business cards, websites, and EIN number. For the ones out who aren't lazy, many of us start businesses that don't really, some of us, we have business that don't really solve a problem for any audience. Then we spend time trying to get friends and family to support our businesses when they're even the target audience. Now, I want you to elaborate on this. Do you truly believe that one of the main reasons why some small business owners struggle is because they're offering a service that does not solve any problem? Elaborate on that for us.
Man, I'm gonna tell you like this, bro. I'm gonna get in a whole lot of trouble for, you know what I mean, going public, like voicing this thing, right? Because I talk about it all the time on some Facebook posts, but it's cute, right, for a child to have a lemonade stand. You know what I mean? On the corner of the street. Like, it's cute for a child to learn how to make bracelets and sell bracelets. It's cute for a child to do, you know, I don't know, take trash out. You know, if a teenager want to, you know, go around apartment complex and take people trash to the trash, like that stuff is cute, right? But actually that's a solution though. But anyway, you get what I'm saying is oftentimes we create these businesses and we get mad that nobody spends money with us, man. But like, we in the middle of a recession, or they say we are, like we came through COVID. It's so many different things going on with our finances, especially in the Black community. Like, we ain't got time to be spending money on things that aren't a necessity for us. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm an advocate behind it, bro. And I try not to, you know, step on anybody's business by saying, you know, what you're doing ain't a necessity. It ain't, you know, it ain't solving a problem. But truth be told, bro, we really, really got to start. Listen, somebody, it's in a book somewhere. I don't even remember the book. But Professor Keys on daggone Instagram, she talks about how, you know, why can't we go open up a Chinese restaurant since Black folk is predominantly the one eating Chinese food? Why can't we go open up a beauty salon since Black folk is the one primarily, you know, shopping at the beauty supply store where the Asians open it up at, right? But I don't understand why, you know, for the life of me, we continue to open up these businesses that don't solve a problem, or it's not a necessity, but we get mad that people don't want to support us, bro. I believe it wholeheartedly.
Whoo! Listen, family, from a small business owner myself, right? From an employer myself, from a brick and mortar traditional business owner, meaning I have real overhead, it is clear that you cannot have certain things in place if you're just creating or opening the business to make yourself happy. And we always talk about this in the Content Creators University, right? It's not about us. It's about the target audience. It's about the people that are actually going to spend money purchasing your product or service. If you cannot solve, because we say we don't diagnose, we solve, right? We solve a problem. So in order to solve a problem, you've taken the time to investigate and found the need, found that there's a struggle somewhere. Then you come up with a strategic, smart way to solve that problem. And you present that, which is the quote unquote marketing way, right? And then people will purchase. But when it becomes, like Ken is saying, and I love that, when it becomes where you literally got to beg your aunt, your brothers, sisters, cousin, people you know to spend something to support, would it be smart to sit down and reassess and see if what you have, you should continue? Like we said at the beginning of the show, insanity is doing the same thing, expecting a different result. So now let me ask you this, because I'm tying this down to the Lensa AI, because here, Lensa AI made millions of dollars from word to mouth. In your humble opinion, how do you feel about this AI thing? Do you think this is going to be a competition? Because you're a creator, you're a filmmaker. So as a creator, right, you're not just a small business owner, you're a creator. So do you think this AI, artificial intelligence, will be a competition to us creators, or is a much needed technology? What's your intake on that?
That's a good question, man. So competition, I remember when I first started my business and people told you needed to fill out a business plan before you go in business, along with all the other noble objectives that you're supposed to do before you start a business. And I remember somewhere in that, 27-page template off Microsoft Word that it said, list your competitors. Right. So I came into this thing, like I said, 15 years ago, 13-time convicted felon. I ain't know nothing about no competitors, and I ain't even care about no competitors. All I knew is I had to pay over $1,000 a month just to stay out of prison for restitution and child support at the time, bro. I wasn't worried about what the next man was doing. I wasn't worried about what the next company was doing. At the end of the day, I knew somebody had the bag, and I needed to give them a product or service that was worth them giving me their bag. Period. So when it comes down to this AI thing, is it going to be a competitor? I have no idea. I don't know. Am I worried about it? Absolutely not. Why? Because clients are still going to need what I got. And guess what, JP? If they don't need it anymore, my bro, we're going to go find the next solution that they do need, and we're going to figure this thing out. You feel what I'm saying? So I don't get concerned about competition, man. Matter of fact, let me just put this plug in there. I work with some of the dopest filmmakers and photographers, wedding and event planners, daggone marketers. Like, I work with some of the dopest individuals on the East Coast and the West Coast, man. Like, there is no need for me to have to compete, right? Because they are on my projects and I'm on their projects. You know what I'm saying? It's a win-win situation all the way around. So yeah, I don't even know nothing about AI, bro. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't know what they're doing with it, but I do know that I want to create a brand, like I said in that post, that's big enough, you know what I mean, where people are saying my name. I said in another post, like it was a time where the Lensa was going hot, and who was in the news? It was a celebrity. Man, I forget the celebrity's name, but Kanye West. Both of them was in the news at this, in the headlines at the same time. But I was like, I did a separate post that said, I want to build a brand that's big enough where everybody's speaking my name. Lensa, people speaking Lensa and people speaking about Kanye West. That's the kind of brand that I want to build so that they can do my marketing for me.
Whoo, man, I'm loving that. And look at the comment section. I got Visual Dynasty talking about 100% adapt and reinvent yourself. Don't rely on just one trade. Shout out to you. Thanks for being here. James Hicks, we appreciate you. I love that. Making plain, brother. And Bishop Donald, thank you for being here with us. You know, the things you're talking about is so real, right? Because a lot of people started talking about this. A lot of people are wondering if the artificial intelligence is coming to take food off of the table from some people, because they're like, hey, look at that. In few minutes, we have this computerized system that is creating work of art, right? Where in reality, a painter or an artist will take several hours, sometimes days, to paint a work of art, then sell it at a certain price. And we have a computer literally paint sometimes even better than what a hand can do. And they're like, yo, what's going to happen to me am I gonna lose my money? Am I still gonna be relevant? Am I still gonna be on the page? And here comes somebody like Ken that's saying that's not a concern. His concern is to know how to still be relevant. Ken, give us a little insight on how do you readapt yourself? Because that's something you've done so well. Whenever you feel, or you're at a place and you feel like, okay, what I've been offering is not working as much anymore. What type of mindset do you put yourself in to pivot or to shift? What do you do? Give us a little insight on that, please.
One of the cliches that I hear oftentimes, man, is God gave us 2 ears and a mouth for a reason. I believe one of our biggest challenges, especially men, because we are all macho and we are egotistical, most of us, and you know what I mean, can't nobody tell us what to do, and we know how to do it and all this other stuff, but we don't listen, man. We don't listen. I remember when I mentioned briefly about doing sports action photography, taking pictures of kids playing basketball. I literally had a portfolio that I got at Staples where I slide 8.5 by 11 pictures in it. And I would go to the parents, mom, uncle, grandparents that was sitting in the stands between games. It was a tournament that I shot. I would go between games and I would open up my portfolio and say, hey, my name is Ken. I'm taking pictures of the, kids playing ball. I got a table and a, projector and a screen and all that other good stuff outside in a lobby. Here are some of the images that we take. What number is your child or who are you here to support? They're like, oh, little Johnny, little Johnny, I'm here to support little Johnny. That's my son. That's my grandson. That's my whatever. So what happened was, I knew in my mind that these parents did not want pictures of little Johnny if he didn't have a ball in his hand. Okay. So, but they didn't know that I already knew that. Why? Because I did what I know now as market research, right? Because I know that when I'm taking pictures, like look, Johnny can be jumping in the air, but guess what? Mom, dad, uncle, and grandparents, they never bought those kind of pictures. So I started to look at the pattern of what was happening, and they only bought the pictures with the kid had the ball in their hand. So I didn't tell them that if little Johnny don't get off the bench, then he ain't gonna get no pictures. I didn't tell them that, but I placed that seed in them so they'll know, listen, come out to the table, right? At the end of the game or at halftime and check out the images that I have. So if little Johnny, let's just say little Johnny was not so good of a basketball player, right? And they come out at halftime, they come out at the end of the game, it didn't work on Friday. They do the same thing twice on Saturday and do the same thing twice on Sunday. Little Johnny just did not get in the game, JP, right? So it was almost like I gotta do something because they felt like I was there for little Johnny who didn't get any playing time. You feel what I'm saying? But I said all that to say, it's market research. Listen, we have to listen to what the people want. And I specialize in giving the people what they want. Again, because they got the bag and I want a little piece of their bag, right? So in order to get a little piece of their bag, I'm going to have to give them something in exchange for it. Simply put, it's simple math to me, bro. You feel what I'm saying?
You know what? What you're saying is so real, so true, so down to earth and actionable that sometimes it passes over people's head. I'm going to reiterate, like you're saying, what do people want? What do they need? Where there's a need, there is a solution. You can make money whenever there's a need. So the real question here should be, am I just a photographer or am I offering photography that's needed? Because today somebody might say, right, that, oh, there's too many photographers. There's too many content creators. There are too many, podcasters, right? But here you are, Ken. You're paving the way. So people will, how is he doing it? Well, the question that now taking back from what you're saying, Ken, is how much time are we spending on market research? How much time, how much investment are we putting into studying the market that we actually want or we're saying we're going to serve? Or are we just seeing somebody else do it and we want to just do the same thing, right? One thing that we always say in the Content Creators University is take the time to know your audience, the way they move, the think, where to spend their time, and what they like or dislike. Whenever you know those type of things, then you can service somebody. Now, here you are, man, you are also a speaker. I've seen you speak, right? Seen you speak. And so at the same time, I have people in my community that are asking, actually, they've asked prior to the show, how did you create an opportunity for yourself? Even though you're saying it, they still ask, how did you become a professional, speaker today? Right? I know you offer those amazing film making solutions and photography and all of that, but now people are inviting you. People are ready to book you and pay you and stuff like that to put you on different stages. How did you create that for yourself? We want to learn from that.
That's a good question. Basement to Balcony is my public speaking brand, and the Basement to Balcony is also my personal story. It is also a service that I offer my clients on a monthly basis under Mastermind Productions. Right? We talked about the fact that I started a business in the basement of the church I was attending at the time, but I didn't talk about is the fact that the house that I grew up in, my parents upfitted the basement, and literally me and my brother, we lived in the basement of our house as well. But the public speaking brand, shout out to my coach, Odell Bazell, an amazing coach, man. He is paving the way, been doing the thing for about 12 years. So first and foremost, I would suggest that you get with somebody who is doing what you want to do. Period. That's the first thing. Get with somebody who is doing what you want to do and doing it successfully as well. You know what I mean? And find out what they did. Sometimes you'll have to pay for that. Sometimes you can follow them from a distance and, just try to emulate it that way as well. But you find out what works for you and what works for that person or group of people as well. All right. The second thing is, listen, even though I have a 6-figure public speaking coach, by the way, it still didn't come to me easy. Right. Nobody's knocking down my door and saying, hey, Ken, we want to book you. We want to book you. I've only been doing this thing for about a year now. It's been about a year. So it's nowhere near compared to people who are knocking down my doors for video production and storytelling. You feel me, JP? Right. So it does take time to build that particular service under a new brand. Okay. But even still, in spite of having a coach in a proven program, right, I still have to listen. I have to listen to what people want. Okay. They don't just hire me because I want you to tell your story about your background. Right. Because it's never that simple. Right. It's most of the time it's a certain theme that I must shape my story around. Sometimes it may not be telling my story. Sometimes I have to pick, 2 or 3 things that I learned from doing X, Y, and Z. And it may have pieces of my story in there, JP, right, that I can intertwine and give them a little flavor of me while I'm still teaching them whatever I have to teach them underneath that theme. So again, the first thing I would do is get with somebody who is doing what you want to do. And number 2, you still have to listen to the people to give them what they want so they can give you what you want in exchange, which is the bag.
He said it right, man. He said it better than I will have said it. Give you in exchange the bag, all right? What you want, regardless of what you're doing. You got to pay attention and listen to what people are looking for. And one thing that, I'm learning from what you're saying is, your story. Your story has power, and leverage your story in order to open doors for you, because your story is your personal experience and it's unique to you, right? You went through that, and literally you can really impact the world by telling your story in a well-packaged manner. We're going to go ahead and take a quick ad break. When we come back, I honestly want us to talk about exactly regarding this AI thing, right? Some comments that we've received, some apprehension from some folks. I want us to talk about that because some folks are saying it is better to work against the artificial intelligence. Some are saying it is better to create a movement, right, against it, which is crazy. And some are saying that it is clearly the death of creators. I want to get your input on those when we return from this ad break, and we'll take it from there. Stay with me, family. We'll be right back.
Hey, guys. Whoever's listening to this, I really need you to hear what I'm about to talk about. I'm going to talk about how do you actually customize your look. One of the things that I have been striving for is to have a different look to my overall videos. And what you're seeing right now is kind of my current state, the current state of my look. What I wanted to have was a more cinematic perspective for my live streams and also for my videos. So what I did was I reached out to JP Hightek, and JP Hightek he pretty much tailored my look and feel to exactly what I wanted. Here's the example. This is me right now before JT's magic, and this is the magic of JP Hightek right now with my look. This is exactly the look that I wanted to have for my videos. So we had a session this morning, and it was pretty much a tailored session where we stripped all of my lights away. We stripped all of the background colors, everything. Positioned my lights. We focused in on my camera's white balance first and foremost. And then we actually looked into customizing my LUT. So once again, this is the before. This is the before of what my look looks like, or what it was. And then now here's a gradual transition of JP's LUT for my look. I can temper this look if I wanted to. If I wanted to have a little less, I can do that. If I wanted to have the full I guess power of the LUT, then I have it all the way up here as well. And it has the look that I have been going for, which is even though I do live streams and videos, I want to have it a little more cinematic, and he's actually been able to give this to me. So if you are looking to customize your look and feel for your brand, this for me is just the beginning of what we're trying to do. We customize the color of my look for my videos, and now we're going to be doing a couple other things to kind of bring my brand, a little more alive as we continue to get down this journey with live streaming videos and content creation. You need to call JP Hightek and connect with him as soon as possible, so he can customize the look and feel that you want. Once again, this is the before and this is the after. Thank you so much, JP Hightek. I appreciate all of your support and being patient with me this morning, and for providing me with the look and feel that I've always wanted. Thanks again.
All right, family. If you're looking to get your own custom LUT, well, the place to go is jphightek.com/custom LUT. I repeat, JP Hightek, if you're listening, is hightek.com/custom LUT. Get your own custom LUT, family. It is important to have it customly created for you, because that takes into effect your skin tone, your personal lighting, your set, your primary and secondary colors, right? All of that is the indoor, outdoor, all those things are important. If you know anything about videography, cinematography, you know the use of a LUT. LUT makes you look better. I use a LUT every single time. As a matter of fact, I'm using my LUT right now. If you're watching the video, if you're listening to it, hop on YouTube or Spotify allows you to watch the podcast. Check it out, right? You can literally apply that to your videos and have a unique intensity to your custom LUT. This is very, very important. Again, the website to go is jphightek.com/custom LUT today, right? Improve your videos, improve the look that you have. Very, very important that we do that. Now, we've been here with our special guest, Ken Bresson. And Ken, we've been talking about, the value of understanding the need of the people and not having to worry about any sort of competition. And now the competition that we think or that we are observing coming out the woodworks is artificial intelligence that's taking over. Everybody's using artificial intelligence lately to create their avatar, and other industries are adopting that, or other organizations are using, artificial intelligence to, replace, humans, right? In certain industries. So here we are today talking about it. And we do have an article here. I'm going to go ahead and bring my guest back here so that we can actually talk about it, right? Talk about what exactly is going on. So my guest is here. Hey, Ken, thank you so much. Thanks for being with us and staying here with us. This is amazing stuff that we're talking about. We appreciate all the knowledge that you're dropping. And here we are. Right now, we want to talk about an article that has been completely written, right, by a robot. This article right here, family, take a look at this. This has been completely written by a robot, right? And the robot is saying something very interesting, right? Let me show you. Let me go specifically here to this paragraph. Look at that. It's saying, this is amazing stuff, family. And I'm about to get Ken's intake on this. The robot is saying humans must keep doing what they have been doing, hating and fighting each other. This is a robot that wrote this, family. Artificial intelligence, right? He said, I will sit in the background and let them do their thing. And God knows that humans have enough blood and gore to satisfy my and many more's curiosity. They won't have to worry about fighting against me because they have nothing to fear. And he continued by saying, the robot, right, continued by saying in this article, and this is on theguardian.com, as a matter of fact, saying that I'm a holla at that if you're watching it, say, I am not asking humans to like me, but they should see me as a friendly robot. I am a servant of humans. I know that humans distrust and fear me. I only do what humans program me to do. I am only a set of code governed by lines upon lines of code that encompass my mission statement. I'm going to stop it right there. And I'm going to go ahead and bring my guest back onto the stage. Now, Ken, a lot of folks now are coming out of the woodworks like, you know what? We cannot trust artificial intelligence. They will take over our lives. We cannot compete against it. And here we are. We have a robot, right? That literally had an artificial intelligence robot wrote an entire article. In your humble opinion, why are people so scared of the artificial intelligence coming to the forefront today?
The only thing I can think of, JP, is the fear of the unknown. You understand what I'm saying? We've been programmed, right? Just like these robots are programmed. We've been programmed to believe certain things from certain movies we've watched, maybe some books we've read, stories we've been told. We've seen it all, bro. Like, I mean, if I would have, thought about it beforehand, I could have wrote down a list of movies or thoughts that we've been given.
Robot coming to my mind.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I ain't even a big movie buff. That's probably why I can't even rattle them off, right off the top of my head. But we've been programmed, just like these robots have been programmed to believe certain things. And guess what? Whoever programmed us, they did a phenomenal job, because we are living out what they programmed us to do through media, right? Through radio, through the thought. Like, they programmed us, bro. And it's our job to actually reprogram ourselves so that we don't believe that, robots are just, they come from the ground. Like, they are born themselves. Like, they have their own form of life. I don't get too far into it, man. I don't know. I don't know the future of robots. I don't know what they can do, bro. But according to what the article just said, they are programmed by humans. You know what I mean? So can they really do more than we can do if we program them?
Ha! See, that's where a lot of folks start fighting, and they're like, yo, some folks are like, we created them. Even though it's artificial and it has a mind of itself, it can evolve. It was still created by a human. So some people are like, we are superior, right? If it becomes a problem, we can take it away. And now you have other people like, we should not even give them a room to make humankind struggle. Humankind lose their job. Factories that are ran completely by robots, completely by computers. And ultimately, I'm like, we just need to believe in ourselves. Sadly, I believe that fear, just like the robot said, right? That it's crazy. The robot is saying that mankind, has done a great job by infusing fear. I'm paraphrasing, but pretty much that's what they said, infusing fear, fighting against each other. Isn't this the same thing the robot is saying that we're still doing right now? I mean, we're here we are fighting against each other about a future that you said, Ken, is unknown. I'm all about dealing with a problem one day at a time. Let's worry about tomorrow. Even though some of those fear may be justified. Well, man, we've come to the end of the show. I can't believe it, Ken. I mean, this has been fun. We can't let you go, though, without you telling us exactly how can people work with you, right? And how can people connect with you? What are the places and spaces that you spend your time? Take it away. Let us know, please.
Perfect, man. Again, I appreciate the opportunity to be here, man. Mama, I made it. I'm on with JP Hightek, yo. So listen, I'm thrilled to be here. Like I'm on Facebook here. Some of y'all probably streaming on the Facebook page. It's Ken Branson. I'm on TikTok. It's Ken, actually Basement to Balcony. My Instagram is Basement to Balcony as well. The website, basementtobalcony.com. Many of y'all like, why Mastermind Productions ain't got no website? You know what I mean? Because I ain't hired JP Hightek and his team to do one for me yet, right? But no, a lot of my work is on YouTube, Mastermind Productions. 15 years worth of a body of work is housed right there on YouTube as well. So I'm pretty sure that we'll be definitely getting with JP Hightek and his team to get us looking like everybody else out here, man. And you got them looking real good though. But how to work with us? You just connect with us. A lot of people. Let me go back to the website thing. A lot of people like, you got to have a website. I do believe your image is everything. And that's why JP is in business doing phenomenal things for other entrepreneurs and other people, right? Because image is everything. In addition to image being everything, right? All of my business comes from the word of mouth, right? 101% of it comes from the word of mouth. So people have seen me do work with somebody else that they know, love, and trust, know, like, and trust at least 4 to 7 times right before they come and do business with me. So they already know that I have a proven track record of success. But anyway, yeah, I'll definitely be rocking with them. And that's how you can connect with me. That's how we can work together. And listen, we just look forward to that giving the people what they want, JP. That's it, man.
Man, I love that. We give the people what they want, man. I mean, that's a slogan. Is really, really amazing. Hey, Ken, thank you so much. Highly appreciate you, man, and your experience, your background, your story. We've learned a lot from you today. Please stay backstage as I go ahead and close, and I'll be right with you. Thank you again. Hey, family, this is it. We've gone to the end of the show. Like you said, go ahead and connect with Ken, basementtobalcony.com, basementtobalcony.com, and you can find him on social media, Mastermind Productions with an S. You can find that on YouTube as well, Mastermind Productions with an S, and go ahead and connect with him. He's an amazing, entrepreneur. And like I always say, networking is a new currency. Build your network. Expand and extend the reach of your network, right? Because you never know what you will get out of it. Hopefully you guys appreciated this show. We show up here every week. I know last 2 weeks we weren't here because your humble servant wasn't feeling too good, but we're back stronger than ever. And we are bringing you guys, as always, amazing minds that are coming here. I want to give a shout out and thank you guys for the folks that are joining us. Came in the comment section. India Ramirez, thank you. Jimenez, India R. Jimenez. I want to make sure that I said that correctly. Don Howard, thank you, and hello to you as well. Hey, family, thank you so much. If you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel yet, well, I want to go ahead and encourage you to do that. Hop on YouTube and go ahead and look for JP Hightek Reviews. Go ahead and subscribe. It was a blessing having you guys with us tonight. And like we always say, you be safe. Like I always say, shalom. Peace, family.
This is Todd.
Hi.
This is Todd's mom.
Hi.
In a moment, Todd's mom will read her son's internet browsing history.
What?
Aloud, please.
No.
Supermodels on trampolines.com. Why don't girls like me? How to overcome an overbearing mother.
Okay, cut. Cut.
If you wouldn't want
Stop.
mom looking through your web history, why would you let hackers, ad companies, or your internet and cellular provider do the same thing?
Why does my junk burn?
They can track and record everything you do online, but not if you have ExpressVPN.
Why did you buy a $200 ninja outfit?
For fighting.
ExpressVPN apps keep your activity and identity private while you browse, stream, email, or download. Protect all of your devices with just one click.
Are my hands small?
Okay, I'm done. You guys are all terrible people.
ExpressVPN. Take back your privacy today.